How are you guys doing? My name is Alfonso Chavez and you are watching the Camera 64 video podcast. Today on the show we are going to be talking a little bit about some flashes that I use, and in more particular the specific flash that I like using and why I use it. As many of you know by now, I have been a Canon shooter for about 15-20 years now, I guess, both for personal and for business related photography. And I have been using the 550EXs for the better half of almost 10 years. But about 2 years ago I decided to make the change and give a new product a try that was out in the market, and there was a lot of promising news. I had a lot of good reviews that I read about the product, so I decided to give it a try. I do most of my online camera shopping at Adorama, which is a great place to buy stuff from. One of the things that I really enjoy about them is their return policy is probably one of the best in the online market. I personally enjoy it a lot because a lot of times I have bought products, tried them out, and found out that they weren't for me, and Adorama was quick to take it back and allow me store credit to buy something else, which is fantastic. I really enjoy that fact. Also, I've had other things that I bought, and maybe six months down the line, if the product had a 1-year warranty, Adorama was quick to replace it also. No questions asked. I just sent them back, tell them, hey, this product is still under warranty, and it just stopped working for whatever the reason may have been, and they have been more than gracious in replacing my products, which I greatly enjoy, because there's times when I need stuff back really quick, and sometimes things break, and it's often unexpected. So Adorama has been great in that aspect. So here's the flash that I was talking about. This is a lithium ion from FlashPoint. It's a great little flash. It's kind of like not their basic flash, but it's the flash that is basically branded for them and made for them. And in comparison to the 550EX, there were some advantages to this flash over the 550EX. The biggest one, and the reason that I truly decided, well, let me give this a try, was the fact that it no longer has AA batteries. You can buy this flash as a AA battery version, but I decided that I wanted to try something else, because if you ever used AA batteries for flashes before, you know that you put 4 new flashes in there for the church portion of the shoot, and chances are by the time you get to the hall, those batteries need to be replaced, and so that can be very costly. So you're using 8 batteries over an entire shoot, one-day shoot. 8 batteries may not seem like much, but on average 8 batteries will cost you about $7 or $8. So just do the math. If you shoot 30 events at $8 a piece, I mean, it just adds up really quickly. So I did cost comparisons. My 550EXs, which were old, I definitely admit that they were older flashes, but they were still working fine. They did the job. I didn't have any complaints about them. But those flashes, when I bought them, were around $375, $400, somewhere in that range, versus this flash from Adorama was $175. But you know, the coolest thing, the thing that I just could not ignore, was the fact that these are lithium batteries, guys. Lithium. So what does that mean? Well, lithium means a lot of things, and the biggest thing is that I don't have to buy AA batteries anymore. This battery pack is very nice, it's very large, and it takes about the same space as those 4 AA batteries, but the difference is I can pull this out, put it into a charger, let it charge for an hour and a half or 2 hours, and this battery pack will last me for several shoots. So I can get through an entire wedding with this battery pack, forget to charge it, which I have done, forget to charge it, and then the following day go shoot 2 senior sessions and still on the same battery pack, guys. Isn't that amazing? I think that's amazing. So over, let's just take that scenario, a wedding one day, so I used 8 batteries, and then 2 senior sessions probably would have been another 4 batteries. So on one weekend I could have burned through 12 batteries, guys. 12. So my numbers would have actually been off. But my point is that, so not only do I get a a flash that has a faster recycle time compared to the 550EXs. I'm going to compare it to what I know. It's a faster recycle time because the lithium battery has got a lot more power than 4 AA batteries. So my recycle time on this is about a second versus on my 550 about a second and a half. So that's a huge difference, recycle time and also batteries. Now build quality is pretty similar. It's not as robust, I would say, as the 550, but to be honest, I've had this flash for about a year and a half, and it's got some wear and tear. Some you could tell it's got some handling marks, obviously, but in general, it's pretty solid. I can't complain about it. I don't have anything to complain about this flash. The only thing that I really wish that they would have fixed was this bottom, like the 600 RTs have that really nice, once you mount the flash, you just simply flip it over. One single flip over I thought was great. That's fantastic. And it also makes a seal on the camera in case you're shooting out in the rain. This flash does not have that, so you do have to kind of keep that in mind if you're going to be shooting outside. And then this quirky kind of twist on, but even with my 550EXs, just tells you how big of a nerd I am for Canon. That very first pin, when you tighten this down, will actually come down and lock it into place. So even though this flash might be loose on the top of your camera and wiggle, it won't come off because that front pin, when you lower this this screw here, that pin catches on and it will not release it, so it'll actually stay on there unless for some reason that pin didn't engage. Then you're in trouble. But if it engaged, then the flash will not come off, even though you might be a little loosey-goosey up top. Let me see, what else do I really like about this? Obviously the battery life is number one. That was the one thing I just had to get. Number two was the fact that I didn't have to use Pocket Wizard anymore, because as much as I did like Pocket Wizard in the beginning, sometimes it wouldn't work. I'll be quite honest with you. I like Pocket Wizards a lot. Maybe it was because I wasn't using the classics, the classic wizards, the older ones. I heard those are super solid, but I wanted to have the new technology, which would allow me to TTL. So I was using the TT5s and the TT1 transmitters, and those, they worked, I would say, about 70% of the time. But every once in a while, if you were on a shoot, if you had low batteries, that was the biggest thing. If you had low batteries, it would start to act up and you get misfires, and it just made you look bad in front of clients. It just did. I was in that situation many times, and the client would be looking at me like, well, this guy can't figure out why his flash is not firing. It's embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. But since I've switched to these guys, these are so fantastic. I mean, I've shot these with the transmitter. You have the what is it? The T1. I don't remember. The transmitters for these flashes, the R2s, I don't know the name of it. Forgive me for that, but they work great. I've run those up to where the battery is completely deadsville. There's nothing left in the tank for that battery, and guess what? They fired all the way to the end, never gave me issues. So these are super reliable. The radio on these is super reliable. You can shoot them down the block, which I've done. You can shoot them around the walls, around concrete walls, around barriers, trees. They just fire. They just work, period. And that's the other feature that I really love about these over the 550EXs. And I'm the kind of person that if something works, why change? I don't change equipment very often. The 550s were getting long in the tooth. They were really old, and they trust me, I got 10 years of use out of them, and they were fantastic. And that's what I'm hoping to get out of these. I've had these for a year and a half. I don't have any complaints. The build quality is on par. The batteries last long. It's got radio transmission. There's not much more I can say about these. I really wish that I could get myself out into the field and actually do a video with you showing how these work, and I'm definitely going to do that for you guys. Just right now, there's a lot going on with the the COVID-19 going around, and it's unfortunate, but it has given me an opportunity to make these videos, so I can't complain too much. But once I have the opportunity to go out in the field and show you how these work, I am definitely going to do that for you guys. You can get these at Adorama.com. They're $179, which I think is an absolute steal, considering the fact that when I bought my 550EXs, they were $450 each. So buying two of them would set you back nearly $1,000. Now you can pick up about 4 of these or even 5 of these if you catch them on sale. And that's another one of my recommendations. If you go to Adorama and you look for these on their website and look up the lithium ions for whatever brand you have, Sony, Canon, Nikon, Canon, and then you'll find a tab underneath the price that says somewhere along the lines of notify me when this goes on sale, and which is a awesome feature, guys. Awesome, because I bought the first one at $179, and then I put myself on that list, and sure enough, about maybe a month after I signed up and I put myself on that list, they send me a notification to let me know that these flashes were on sale for $149. So my next 2 flashes I was able to pick up for $300. I ended up buying 2 of them for $150 each, which again, that is it's an amazing deal. It's an amazing steal. I can't explain to you. I mean, it's ridiculous that you can get a flash that cheap with this battery. So I never have to buy batteries. It's really just insane how much we've come along. So now at this point, this is actually the older flash, guys. They do have a new one that's got the round head, and to me personally, I don't think it's a huge difference, but they have the round head. Those are $250, and these are still $179. But like I said, don't be afraid to get on that list. If you can wait a little bit, I would do it. Definitely wait on it, because $25, saving $25, and if you're buying 2 of them, you're saving $50. So it's a great option to buy these flashes, guys. So I want to talk a little bit also about the coronavirus and everything that's going on, guys. I know it's a tough time for everybody. It really is, even for myself. And my wife and my kids are kind of having a hard time with it too. It's just having everybody here at home, and you can only watch videos so much, right? It's tough, but you can only watch so many videos before you just get bored out of your mind and you just want to get out of here running. But guys, we need to follow the rules and do what they're asking, so that we can get back to our normal as quick as possible, guys. So if you can help me with that, I greatly appreciate it, guys. And like I said, I will make a video about how to use that flash in the future. So we're going to absolutely do that for you, so you can see how it works. And I think I'm going to go ahead and cut that off for right now. This is going to be the end of this video, guys. But I want you to feel that you guys are part of this community, or this community I'm trying to create here. And I'm not no fancy photographer. I'm not no guy that knows every language about what everything is named. That's not me, guys. I'm just a regular Joe. I love photography. I've been a professional photographer for about 15-20 years now, and I just really enjoy it, and I like getting out there and meeting people. So if I can help you in any way, or if you want to hear a video about anything, please feel free to let me know, and I definitely will talk about the subject as well. So for right now, guys, if you want to get a hold of me, you can do it a couple of different ways, and the best way would probably be through our website, which is www.camera64.com, or you can also drop me an email at my personal email. Well, not my business email. It's Alfonso, ALFONSO at camera64.com. And you can also catch us on Facebook. It's my full name, which is Alfonso C. Chavez III on Facebook. You can catch us there. It's also a great place to look at some of my work, because I do post there the most often, and also on my website is also a place where you can kind of take a look around and see what I've done. Many pictures are shot on a crop sensor camera, so keep that in mind when you look at my website. There are a few in there that are full frame, but for the majority of them are crop sensor, guys. So till next time, I have been your host. My name is Alfonso Chavez, and you are watching the Camera 64 podcast. This is edition number 5 since I've been at home with this coronavirus issues going around. And we wish you health and well-being, and we wish you great photography, guys. Till next time, you take care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.